Hey everyone, this mini lecture will cover solving linear equations, one step to multi-step. Our first problem is x plus 4 is equal to 9. The point is to get the x on one side and the number on the other side, so we'll have to subtract 4 from both sides. In subtracting 4 from both sides, we get x is equal to 5. Remember, getting x on one side, usually to the left sometimes, and the number on the other. That's the goal of solving linear equations. There may be times where you have to get the x on the right and the number on the left, but it's the same thing. X on one side, the number on the other side. That's the whole goal. So to solve these problems, we use what's called the properties of equality that you've learned. In our next example, we have 3x minus 12 is equal to 0. We want to get the x on one side and the number on the other side. However, we have a value, a constant coefficient in front of the x. So we have to get that coefficient times x equal to a number first, meaning we have to get the 3x by itself. So we have to get rid of the 12, so we add 12 to both sides. And then we get 3x is equal to 12. And now finally we can do what we did in the previous step and get x by itself. Between 3 and x is multiplication, so you do the opposite, which is division. X is equal to 4. All right, our next example, 3 times 4 minus 12 is equal to 0. This example shows us that when we plug in, we'll get 12 minus 12 is equal to 0, and 0 is equal to 0, which is an identity. So that shows us that our answer x equals 4 is correct. New problem. 2 times the quantity of m plus 6 is equal to 48. First step is to distribute. We want to get rid of these parentheses. So 2m plus 12 is equal to 48. Now it's just like the last problem. We need to get the 2m by itself. So we subtract 12 from both sides. That gives us 2m is equal to 36. And now between 2 and m is multiplication. So we do the opposite, division. Divide by 2. M is equal to 36 divided by 2 is 18. All right, so just remember the goal: to get the variable on one side, the constant on the other. New problem. 3 times the quantity of 2x minus 1 is equal to, minus 10 is equal to 8 plus 5x. So first thing we want to do is get rid of the parentheses, so we distribute. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Bring down the negative 10. Bring down the equals. Bring down the 8 plus 5x. Sometimes you may want to clean it up a bit. You see like terms on one side. So 6x, negative 3, and negative 10, you combine these like terms, and then we get equals 8 plus 5x. Now we start to solve using the properties of equality after we've distributed and combined like terms. So now we want to get the x's on one side, numbers on the other, so we add 13 to both sides. 6x is equal to 8 plus 13 is 21 plus 5x. Now I'm going to move the 5x to the left, right, to get the x's on the left. So I have to do the opposite of positive 5x, subtract 5x. So now we get 6 minus 5x is x is equal to 21. We have the x on one side and the number on the other side. New example. We have 8a minus 4 minus 4a plus 32 is equal to 16. Again, distribute. That minus sign is like a minus 1 out there. So negative 1 8a, negative 1 times 4a is negative 4a. Negative 1 times positive 32 is negative 32 is equal to 16. Again, combine like terms on each side. We get 8 minus 4a is 4a, minus 32 equals 16. I want to get the 4a by itself, so I'm going to add 32 to both sides now. So adding 32 to both sides, on the left-hand side of the equal sign, I'm left with 4a is equal to, then the 16 plus 32 is 48. Between 4 and a is multiplication, so I do the opposite, which is division. Divide by what's next to the variable. A is equal to 12. We have the variable on one side and the number on the other. So just keep in mind the main goal. Variable on one side, number on the other. Do me a favor, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Take care.